Okay, so I'm gonna put this behind like a content warning or something, but in case that isn't clear, you do not want this like playing near a child. This is not appropriate. Like don't play this at work. Don't do anything. It's a really adult, uppercase adult game.
Are we talking nudity or violence?
There is brief nudity. There is
brief?
extreme violence at sometimes. There is strong language. There are strong sexual situations. Now, I want to note that you don't actually see that much these days, do you? Outside of a hentai game or one of those. So, I don't want to say that this game is a great game, but I don't really care about that. They actually were trying to do something new at the time, and maybe they were a little bit ham-fisted in their attempt. It was directed by Ken Williams, who was the founder, along with his wife, of Sierra. What was her name? Roberta Williams. That's right. She, I believe, produced Phantasmagoria, but this game has nothing to do with that. They might have been started around the same time. Anyway, so this is, I don't know. You can decide for yourself. I thought that we talked about that adventure games were sort of, I would, especially FMV games, were like murdered in their crib a little bit by the press, and this is one of the examples I would point to that even though it wasn't a great game, it was an indicator of where it could have gone had it been allowed to mature, so to speak. I just realized it doesn't say 2 anywhere. It just says Phantasmagoria Puzzle of Flesh, which is right, because it has nothing to do with Phantasmagoria. I mean, you do not need to have played that game to know what is going on here.
Does that game suck a lot?
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty sucky game. It was like the same technology as Gabriel Knight 2, but it's this awful, I mean, it's talk about like having every trope of horror fiction that you could have. Well,
he's having a severe psychotic episode. Keep your hands
I would say so.
Real potential for violence. Watch him. Freak!
Hey.
Seems rude.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Thought that they'd have someone like that loose in the hallway.
Yeah.
This looks like a place where good things happen to you.
Yeah. Well, if you're having a real psychotic episode. Looks like, is that what it looks like when they give you electroconvulsive therapy? Just looks like an old, like a 1940s technology radar setup.
I mean, probably not.
And they put some Windex into your vein. Why would it be blue? Aren't most drugs clear?
Can you hear me? Curtis, you're having a psychotic episode.
Good to know.
We're going to help you.
If I'm having a psychotic episode, I don't know that telling me that is going to help.
Probably not.
Anyway, this character's name is Curtis.
He seems unhappy.
He is not having a good time right now. He is having an issue.
He's having a sode.
A definite sode. An episode. Giving him ECT, which has gotten a bad rap, from what I've read.
Well, you know,
For
it's
people,
a form of brain damage.
It is, but for people with real problems.
It helps cut down on suicidal ideation.
So here's the cast. There's nobody well known in this game. I think they just went out and found, you know, some local actors. And again, I don't think that this is like the greatest acting or writing that I've ever seen, but it I don't know. I think that it was underrated for what it was. It came from a good place, I think. It's not a perfect game. Here we are a year later. We don't know what prompted Curtis's psychotic episode, but he seems to be back at home, going through his normal daily routine, wearing his gray shirt, which I think we might wear on every single day. Because this is still an adventure game. We're not going to change everything. So, you can, if I move the mouse around, Curtis
kind of twitches.
Yeah, he moves his head a little bit. There's a little bit of unlike in Gabriel Knight 2. Oh, there's the inventory, but we don't have anything. Map.
Shoot, we better pick some stuff up.
View. This is the control panel. And we can watch one of the movies if we want to. Watch one back. Sorry about the cursor. It's a little bit small. I'll try to fix that in the next one.
Oh, big purple bags under the eyes. Very attractive.
And just like every other Sierra game, the first thing you should do is go and turn the music volume down. Because what the hell? What are they thinking?
This is good. Let's make it super loud.
It is good. I like the music. It's a very dissonant, but it's cool and simple. I enjoy it just like I enjoyed the soundtrack of most Sierra games. It was never something that I think they botched. So Curtis lives in a neighborhood where they deliver mail very early, I guess.
Or he didn't get it. Although, I mean, what's the downside of getting it if you...
I don't know.
It's right inside the house.
Yeah. So you can't open it from there. You have to do what a normal person does, which is go into their living room and then look through the mail.
Right.
I think that's a nice thing. Like, who stands in the hallway and opens their mail? No one does that.
I do.
No, you don't. You put it down somewhere.
I stand by the door.
And here we have a postcard with a picture on it of an attractive lady. Does Curtis have a secret admirer? Or maybe it's his girlfriend. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
A 1940s film star?
Should look that up. Looks even before that. I dream about you. I feel your hands on my body. I taste your mouth on mine. When I wake, I can still feel your breath on my neck, and I shiver with pleasure. It is addressed to Curtis, but it has no return address.
You can't read the postmark.
No. Who sent us that? Sexy postcard is what the game is calling it.
A Polaroid.
There is a Polaroid on the table, and it says that it is the Christmas party photo. We will be meeting the other people very soon, but that's Curtis in the middle. He looks like he's having a good time. The smile is maybe a little maniacal, in my opinion. What books does Curtis have? Will Curtis talk to us about his books? He will.
Childhood's End, The House Next Door, Murder Beach. I've read every book I own at least twice.
Okay. You can look at those pictures and they show like game developers, I think.
Hey, morning, Blob. How's it going today, huh?
What kind of creature is this?
It is a rat.
How are you?
Oh.
It's a female
Building a
rat
house in there, huh?
named Blob.
All right, I'll let you get back to it.
Curtis loves his rat.
Rats get a bad rap, but they're actually pretty good pets.
Yeah. Blob is cool. All right. Well, we've done everything we can here. It's time to go into the rat race, so to speak. Let's go off to work, because that's what we do in this game.
Oh, man. There's no wallet.
And like many people in real life, Curtis has misplaced his wallet. So this is an introduction to what interactivity there is in this game. Now, a lot of that is made of these FMV games, that there was not enough gameplay. But I submit to you that there's a trade-off between gameplay and presentation, and it is true that while this is less interactive than some games, there are emotions, there are things that are portrayed that you cannot portray in other media.
There's my wallet.
A
Blob?
bunch of peanuts.
Yeah, it looks like Blob is into some like trail mix, and then he dragged the wallet under there. Well, what would you do in this instance? I would probably move the couch because I'm not an invalid
Yeah.
and it's not nailed to the floor, but
Or maybe get a stick or something and poke the wallet out.
this is still an adventure game.
So you have the rat do it.
You stole my wallet. Admit it.
So I guess Curtis lets Blob out at night or something. There's
Use
Blob.
the rat.
Yes, we can use the rat on the
All
couch.
right, you little snot. You drag my wallet under there. You can just go bring it back.
So this is certainly one of the complaints that people had about
Blob.
this game, and I can understand it. It's not
Blob, come out of there.
It's not how a normal person would approach this, I don't think. Well, we need a way to lure Blob out from under the couch. Now, you might think that we would go into the kitchen in order to get some food to lure her. But in fact, you want to come here to your nightstand, which we opened earlier, but it didn't give us an opportunity to look. In here, we'll find a screwdriver, a condom, which you can't take. There's a picture of our parents. It's an interesting looking couple. The woman has a very big wig on and a granola bar. Well, do rats like granola bars?
Probably. I mean, they like lots of foodstuffs.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why he's keeping a granola bar in his nightstand, but whatever.
well,
He had a psychotic break at some point.
sometimes you just need a granola bar and you can't bring yourself to get out of bed.
Hey, Bob. Hey, check it out. Oh, there you are. Gotcha. Oh, very good. All right.
I mean, for all we know, Curtis is still suffering from some sort of bipolar disorder, and he has days when he just can't take it. All right, let's go to work.
Do you still have a rat in your pocket?
What do you mean?
I mean, wasn't your rat okay? So you're taking.
What am I doing? You can't go with me. Bob's the only rat allowed at Wintech.
Uh-huh. So Curtis evidently has a person named Bob at his work that he does not care for. Wintech. He works at Wintech. I don't know what that is. Here's our overworld map. The Dreaming Tree is a restaurant / bar. Wintech is where we work, and those are the only places we have that we can go.
Oh boy, let's go to work.
Let's go to work. That's what life is about. Most of the time, you go to work. Now let's go into this, what is obviously the front door, this big glass door. And we have to use a key card. Here's our key card. We look weird in that picture. Nope, we don't have access to that door. That sure looks like where we should be going, doesn't it? But in fact, it's not. We work in this little cube farm off of this hallway. That's where we can go. Major gameplay innovation. When I try to enter that door from now on, I will not have to use the card.
Nice colors.
Hey, it's, you know.
I can see why he had a psychotic break.
This is Tom. He's our manager. Let's talk to Tom. About what? About work, I guess.
Tom? Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm finishing up the Venomman document today. I was just wondering what you want me to try to start next.
Oh, let's see. I think I'll put you on the documentation for Allotheria 9.
Great. Thanks.
Oh, Curtis. Nice work.
Curtis appears to be some sort of technical writer, I think. Let's go ahead and chat with Tom about the fact that we can't get into anything with our key card. Seems weird, doesn't it?
Hey, Tom. Listen, I was wondering if you knew why my clearance is so low. I can't even get to the cafeteria with my card key.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, that can't be right. I'll look into it for you, Curtis.
Great, thanks.
So much like other Sierra games, there are certain things we have to do before the day will advance. And that's one of them. This is Jocelyn.
So first we have to bother all of our coworkers.
Does she have a giant projector in her? I don't know what
maybe.
that is. Jocelyn is our girlfriend, but
You're going to terrify her.
I can see how
me, Curtis.
Curtis
Oh,
interacts
you
with
scared of me last night. I remember that.
Last night was so.
She's very conservatively dressed.
That's just not appropriate for work.
I love you.
Seriously, guys? You're at work right now.
Well, they're in a cube.
Nonetheless.
Notice that Curtis does not say that he loves Jocelyn. Back. We don't really know to what extent Curtis shares Jocelyn's feelings.
Ooh, water cooler.
Let's prepare for our day. This is kind of a casual office, isn't it?
Apparently.
Is this how offices work? I've never been in one. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? Over in this cube, we have Bob.
Who
Bob,
we hate.
Yes, who we hate, and we will shortly see why we hate him. He appears to have a card catalog in his office.
It's a bit peculiar.
Yes.
Hey, Bob.
Everybody
Listen,
has a
if you're done with
clock.
the Venom files, you mind if I borrow them for an hour or so?
Forget it, rat boy. They wouldn't help you anyway. We both know that I'm the one that's gonna get that big promotion, so, piss off.
Thanks, Bob. As always, it's been a pleasure.
That was at least as inappropriate as making out with your girlfriend in the cube, I would say.
More plausible, though.
You think? People say piss off.
Maybe.
Curtis, yes. That is all Curtis will say. Single-fingered salute. And here we have Therese. Therese has a very nice-looking, like she has a bunch of ledgers in her office. I don't know who
Hey,
decorated
Therese.
that.
Could you please put the Sagawa file back onto the main directory? I'm gonna need it soon.
What'll you give me for it?
It's your actual job.
Don't sweat it, Curtis. I'm checking it in right now.
Thanks.
Maybe a little bit of flirting going on between Therese.
Everybody's dressed like a real business person except Curtis.
Well, Jocelyn was, yeah, I guess. And Trevor is not in his office. He appears to have 5 globes.
A lot of globes.
It is a lot of globes. And we appear to have an old-timey radio. I'm not sure what that's about. But this is our cube. And we're gonna sit in this cube for most of the day.
Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Well, were you up too late watching Beavis and Butthead or organizing your stamp collection?
Actually, I was up early this morning. My rat stole my wallet.
Yeah, a likely story. Yeah, you just couldn't haul your lazy butt out of bed, huh? I,
seems like a
on
nice
the other
guy.
hand, have a social life.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I was out dancing until dawn. But here I am on time and fresh as a daisy.
A daisy, huh? You know, I could say something.
Don't you go there. Don't go there. I'll have to see you later, mean boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's our best friend, Trevor. He is,
Could he possibly be gay?
he's a man interested in other
You're
men.
such a pretty girl, Blob.
He has a big picture of his rat. I might be inclined to call that guy Rat Boy.
Yeah.
All right, Trevor's our friend. Us, Jocelyn's the girlfriend. Tom, Therese, Bob. We've met everyone except for PAW, who is our boss, our real boss, Paul Allen Warner. 6996 is his extension. Let Let us begin our daily slavery at the
Oh
computer.
crap, I changed my password.
Did they build in a work simulator
damn,
so
what was
we
it?
could simulate doing work?
They did not. What is our password?
Poop.
Well, we might think that it's probably Blob. Because that's very secure.
That's odd.
Huh.
Hate it when I get punched in the face by somebody invisible.
I also dislike that. Did that really happen?
Well, we're really bleeding.
That is true, but maybe there's some Tyler Durden bullshit going on. That's always a possibility when it opens with us having a psychotic break.
It's the second time somebody's called us a freak.
It is. What else? What's going on? Maybe we should go talk to Trevor about this, because that was pretty disconcerting, I think. He also has a card catalog, and yes, I count 5 globes, including the one that we can't see on the screen right now. So he knows he has many globes.
Hey, my man. What's up? Jesus. What happened to your face?
What if I said I don't know? Shit, Trev, I think I'm going nuts.
Chris, what happened? What, did somebody hit you or something?
I swear to God, I was just sitting at my desk, and somebody slugged me, but there was nobody there. That sounds nuts, doesn't it? That's just
Yes.
totally psycho.
No. Of course not.
Yes, very.
Hey, remember when I got the flu and I thought Dolly Parton was in the closet with a chainsaw? Probably got a virus. Kurt.
And it punched him in the face.
That's probably it.
Well, Trevor's doing his best to...
Is he gonna, like, call somebody for help?
Well, maybe that's not enough. But Trevor is aware that we were in an asylum. So he knows that. He knows that history. But he's just trying to make everything seem okay. What does Therese think about this?
Therese? Ask you a question.
Did you just punch me in the face?
Do you think there are things in the world beyond what we can see?
That punch you in the face?
Yeah. I think we're surrounded by things we cannot see. Things we cannot see until we start looking for them.
And they punch us in the face.
I get kind of a, like, maybe Spanish vibe from that actress.
Well, her name is Therese, so it seems like she should be supposed to be French.
Well, that's her character. I think the actress might... I think she's foreign, but I don't know exactly where from. Welp. I suppose we could try talking to Bob about that, but I don't think he would be very supportive.
That would not be helpful.
No. Well...
We could ask our girlfriend.
We could. We may as well chat with Trevor a little bit more. What does he think about this postcard that we got?
Hey, Trev. What I got in the mail today.
Ooh. Well, somebody's hot for your little ass, you stud. Huh?
Give it a rest.
Just, have mercy on the poor girl when you find her, Fabio. You'll spoil her for all other men if you're not careful.
We might assume that Jocelyn sent that to us. See if Trevor can get where we can't. Are you able to get through the glass doors,
Sure.
Trevor?
I know your clearance is higher than mine. Have you ever been to any of the restricted areas?
No way, man. And I don't want to. Boy, they're probably like breeding 2-ton hamsters down there or something, man.
Is that what we're in the business of doing?
We are in a biotech company, so they say that they're just developing drugs. Now, we might assume that there's really nothing to that. There's our old-timey radio with 2 coffee mugs on it. I don't know, I find that a little bit bizarre.
A touch.
Do people have that kind of thing in their cubicles? Yes, Curtis apprehensively reapproaches his monitor. But I suppose everything's okay. Probably that won't happen again, right?
Now, kids, I assure you, that is a computer monitor.
Yes, that is
they
what
used to look like that.
They did look like that. You may have seen them.
They were big and heavy.
In ATM machines. We can look at our files, but what do you do at the beginning of the day? I don't go straight to work. I look at my email. Let's read our email. What do we got? We won. If you haven't heard, Wintech won the lawsuit brought against us by that woman regarding Slimeril. We proved that her liver shut down because she was consuming mouthwash.
Well, that'll do it.
We did not cause her to go blind. That was caused by her reading in front of a color TV.
That was probably the mouthwash.
And Mrs. Jeter's hair was blue before she even began taking the product.
Because mouthwash is straight up alcohol.
So, big legal victory for Wintech. Clearly justice has been served.
Assuming she really was drinking all that mouthwash.
Yes, which I highly doubt. Here's our boss, Paul Allen Warner, telling us not to worry about the 3rd floor, that there's nothing dangerous in there, that you're just not allowed to go up there because, well, there are some toxic chemicals and you could contaminate the product.
So there's definitely something screwed up there.
I don't know what you mean. We got a couple emails. Let's see. One from Jocelyn. Hi, baby. Just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you. Have a good morning. I love you. What a nice girl. We could reply sarcastically, this is the best job in the world. I'm so happy I could just shit. But that doesn't seem very nice. She wrote a straight email to us. We'll write her a straight email back. Trevor sent us a couple jokes. These jokes are awful, and I'm not going to read them. And then we have this from a fantasy. I've started dreaming about you. We're making love in a cabin with a howling windstorm outside. The cabin starts to rip apart, but we don't care. We don't stop. We're sweating, groaning, screaming. When the wind picks us up and spins us around and around, I wake up panting, on fire for you. Who sent us that?
Some weirdo.
The email and the postcard don't much sound like Jocelyn to me. Jocelyn seems a very earnest person.
Hi, sweetie.
Not yet.
Oh, Curtis. Why? Why all the secrecy? Are you ashamed of me or something?
No, of course not. I just don't want everybody knowing our business, that's all. I want you all to myself. Let's meet at the Dreaming Tree after work, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I mentioned that there are things that can be portrayed that you cannot do in another medium, and that was one of those interactions. The subtleties in the way that relationship plays would not be possible in another medium.
Thanks for the postcard.
Uh-oh.
Curtis, I didn't send you this. I've never seen it before.
No?
That's weird.
Oh, that's just a joke then, I'm sure. It's Trevor. He's just screwing around.
Well, we've already asked Trevor, and he certainly didn't act as though he had sent it.
He has a sad now.
Well, she feels... yeah, she has mixed emotions about that.
Well, I mean, he assumed it was her, so...
That's yeah, but on the other hand, he keeps their relationship very secretive. Let's get some more water.
Why, look. There's a lion at the watering hole.
Hardly. More like a wildebeest.
I like you, Curtis.
His girlfriend is like
There's
right
more to
around
you
the
than meets
corner.
the eye.
I would note that Curtis is keeping their relationship a secret, so in principle, Therese might not know that.
I suppose.
I wonder if Therese could have been the one who sent us that postcard. She seems to be sort of coming on to us a little bit.
If so, these people need to get out more and meet people they don't work with.
I think you like old movie stars.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, Therese. Don't.
Oh. Looks like someone's got a crush on you.
Yeah, well.
Would you like to know a secret?
What?
It's from me.
Well, that's not very shocking. As of yet, we do not know the nature of Curtis's relationship with Jocelyn. Maybe they aren't really together. Or maybe they are.
Well, she seems to think that they are.
Well, that is true. But he rejects her calling him sweetie, especially during work. And he does not say that he loves her when she says that to him. All right. We've done just about everything we can do without actually working. We've talked to everyone. We've read our email. What are you going to do? Oh, we can look at... Bob is a technical writer. Trevor is a programmer. Therese is public relations. Curtis is also a technical writer. Tom is the supervisor. Jocelyn is purchasing. I don't know what they're purchasing. And Paul Allen Warner is the VP of Research and Development. And again,
It's kind of weird and annoying that the PR girl and the purchasing girl are girls.
Yeah.
Like, they're not... Because women can totally and often are technical writers
yeah, in my...
and programmers.
Yeah, I mean, I've never worked in a company like that, so I don't know.
It's kind of sexist.
This was 1996, and it's. I don't know that it was sexist. Oh, so this is the drug that he's working on, Venomin. It's got a lot. It does a lot of things. Cough suppressant, antihistamine, pain relief. All right, click to work. You ready to work?
Sure.
Let's work. Purple lesions, Jesus, that's not good. We've done 1 unit of work.
Usually after each unit of work, I go get some coffee or something.
Well, we don't know the size of that unit.
Mm.
We've done 2 units of work. Uh-oh. That's weird. Monitor crapped out on account of punching us.
It's okay.
Now it's talking.
Family's okay. He's real. No, he's not. Get that one. Get that one. No, he's you. No, he's oh. Good boy. Nasty. Oh, help me. And you and then he took and no.
Is that his mom in her horrible wig?
Yep. And those are the men in white taking her away.
Well, she did seem to be having a sode of her own. That was some weird sweeping.
Yes, she was babbling incoherently.
Oh, your mom.
Something is going on. My cursor, we have no inventory, and my cursor will not respond to most of the items. The only thing I can do is click on the computer. So are we having an episode right now?
That's odd.
Does that happen in offices? I've. Uh-oh.
Hello, Curtis.
Hello.
You miserable, insane wretch.
I'm not insane.
Are you not? But you know your mother was.
Signs points to maybe you are.
You're right. She wasn't always the violent, gibbering, drooling lunatic she became, was she? You drove her to it.
I did not! I was only 6 years old!
Yes, a 6-year-old little monster who drove his poor mother to madness and finally to suicide.
No!
Huh.
Well. Nothing.
Freak.
Oh, screw you.
You're the third person to call us that today.
So rude.
Did I assume that Curtis was not yelling those things in real life?
Let's hope not.
So we do appear to have just had a genuine dissociative event. We were seeing things that were not happening. Well, that's not too weird. Let's have a little fun with the phone. Let's call ourselves. This will be a fun little joke. It'll take our mind off the weird thing that just happened.
Hello, Curtis Gregg.
Hello, Curtis, you filthy little mother-licking.
Alright, I'm out of here. Let's find anything to do other than this. Because I'm not happy.